So in this video we're going to take a look at some subtraction with algebraic expressions. So we're dealing with first degree algebraic expressions. We're solving those with some subtraction. So in the first set here, again, we're going to do opposite operations, and then we'll move on and do an example with the do-undo method. So with opposite operations, we have x minus 3 equals 4. So we want the x by itself, so we got to get rid of that minus 3. So we're going to move that to the other side, and when we move to the other side, it's going to do the opposite operation. So x equals 4 stays, and minus 3, the opposite of minus 3, is plus 3. So we get x equals 4 plus 3, which is 7. In the next case, we have a 6 minus x. So notice this is one piece here. This minus x is one piece. And the 6 over here, that's a plus 6. So it's not negative 6 and minus 6, it's 6 minus x equals the 10. We're going to move this one here, and we're going to leave the minus x. So minus x stays along with the 10, and we move that plus 6 to the other side. So we got 10 minus 6. And so negative x equals 10 minus 6, which is 4. So negative x equals 4. Well, what do we do with that negative sign? So it's kind of in a way, because we don't want negative x, we want x. Well, when you have a negative x at the end, all you do is switch the sign on the other side. So in this case, it's positive 4, it just becomes negative 4. So whenever you have this situation here, when there's a negative x, you do the opposite sign on the other number to get the positive x. Don't forget to include that negative sign as you go down as well. If we take a look at this as through the do-undo method, we would start with x, subtract 3, and get 4. So that's our do. To undo that, we would start with 4, do the opposite of everything, add 3, and then get our x. So, starting with 4, we would add 3 to get 7, and then that 7 would be our x. In the second case, again, this is 6 minus x, that's a negative x. So we're going to start with that negative x. We're going to add 6, and that's going to get us 10. So there's our do. To undo that, we're going to start with 10. We're going to subtract 6, and that's going to get us negative x. So starting with 10, we're going to do 10 minus 6, which is equal to 4. And then that 4 is going to equal that negative x. And again, when we have that negative in front of the x, we just want to switch it. So negative 4 equals x. There's our answer, matching up with this one over here.